Welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, it's your guys, Kenny, Ryan, and Brian. My gosh, what's going on? We got an action-packed week. College football started good, but I know you guys are amped about NFL this week. So what's going on?
Amped is putting it mildly.
Mildly. You're
great.
ecstatic.
It's so
I've
great.
never been more excited. Maybe when my kids were born, but that's like
Best time of year.
Just throw that out there. I'm happy that you guys get to feel the same feeling that I felt, the last 2 weeks seeing college football, right? I'm glad you guys can join me in that same euphoric type of feeling. Anyway, since NFL hasn't started yet, let's get to the real exciting sport, college football, right? This week actually started the official week, I would say, because the first week really didn't count. It was kind of a lot of scrub teams playing. But this week was really good. So we started off with, a Michigan State game, which was just it was good. It was decent. It wasn't nothing too crazy. The day before, the Pitt versus Virginia game was really good on Thursday. That was a really good game. Back and forth, high scoring game. I want to say one thing. I'm a Temple alumni. I was really embarrassed by the game on Friday versus Duke. I said it in BK Bets, right? I said in BK Bets, I said, listen, I like how Temple is doing, right? I like Coach Drayton, but guess what he can't do? He cannot play on the field. If any of my fellow alumni and the guys that's playing on the team, you know that you got to have heart when you got that cherry and white on. And there was no heart. There was no heart on that field. So that's all I'm going to say about it. But I was really upset about it. And y'all cost me money. Y'all cost me money. Right? Because I said, if I'm going to say the bet on here, I'm going to bet it. Y'all cost me a couple $100. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Duke got them donuts.
Yeah, that's what we had. We had the donut. So on Saturday, it really got really good. So Michigan, they played. They looked good. I really like, but they were playing Colorado State.
Yeah.
But they still looked good though, right? They're a lot of the top talent teams like Texas A&M, they didn't look good versus Sam Houston. A couple other teams really didn't look too good. Like Houston struggled versus UTSA. It was a few games that was like, but Michigan they handled business. The game that was really interesting, I think, is going to be the Georgia versus Ohio State versus Oregon. And I was a little nervous about putting that on my parlay only because I thought that, Dan Lanning would have a little bit more juice trying to get Kirby Smart number. But I guess Kirby hit up, Nick Saban and say, hey, how do you beat your assistants? Because I need to have that same resume. Because they dragged Oregon from the jump. They look like the number one team in the country, right? Like, it put Alabama on notice because, we played against doggone Utah State. It's like, okay, good. No, they put everybody on notice. Like, y'all thought last year was something? Wait till y'all see this year. That was by far the most impressive game of the day. The best game, I would say, or maybe it's a tie for the best game of the week. I would say the Notre Dame Ohio State was a good game. Brian was right on that, right? Ohio State started slow, but I will give credit to Coach Freeman, Marcus Freeman. Like, he schemed that game very well. And what he did was expose the Ohio State receivers, the young guys, that they're not ready yet. So the same explosive offense that we've seen before, we probably won't see that for a couple weeks until they get those guys right on the outside. And then I think the game that rivals that is going to be the Florida State LSU game. That game was really good at the end, especially. Just the back and forth. I think it says more about Florida State and how Norville is trying to get that team rallying. He's on a hot seat right now, right? So he's trying to get that team rallying and going. And then not Les Miles, but doggone Brian Kelly is who he is. He's not a coach that wins, bro. Like, I don't care what anybody says. He is not a coach that wins. He doesn't win. He wins games that is easy, but any type of competition, he always folds. So that's kind of what I have for college football this week. Is going to be a couple interesting games. Mainly, Tennessee is going against Pitt. Florida is going against Kentucky. That's another ranked game. Alabama, of course, we're playing against Texas at Texas, which should be pretty interesting. Any other thing up there? Baylor's playing against BYU, which if guys are on the West Coast or guys on the West Coast are interested in that, that'd be something to watch for too. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, let's just knock out baseball real quick. It was only a week ago I was telling you the Mets had a good lead over the Braves.
Took it.
That's gone. That's gone. Okay, Braves, hottest team in baseball right now probably, and I told you they're going to be a force in the playoffs. Well, they might be taking that division now. The Mets have their work cut out for them to fend them off. I think the Braves are going to take the division now. It's crazy how they're playing. I mean, and the Mets are over there losing to, I think it was the Pirates. I mean, come on. That's like a bottom feeder team. You got to take care of the scrubs when you're playing baseball and then split with the good teams. That's how you maintain your record, okay? Other than that, I mean, the standings have all stayed about the same as far as who's in the lead and whatnot. And then I quickly want to cover Aaron Judge still hitting bombs. I think he's up to 55, I believe, right now. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. He's going to hit 60. I think that's the record. I think he might break the record for American League. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Anybody got anything?
No, I think. Go ahead. My man,
what's the record overall?
Oh, that's Barry Bonds, 73,
something like that.
With an asterisk?
No, we don't put an asterisk on that.
Oh, sorry.
73 is 73, bro. Like,
bro.
Steroids are not.
It's not like Bonds was just barely getting those balls over the fence. He was hitting it into the bay. Okay?
Into the bay,
that thing was over the stadium.
McCovey
So
Cole
I don't want to hear it.
Swimming with baseballs.
Asterisk. Come on.
So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
he hit his 51st home run. Yeah, today. So, I think the Yankees really have to. When I was watching them play over the weekend, I really think that besides Judge, everybody else is kind of like slumping right now.
Yeah.
They
look like a trash team besides him.
Yeah,
sorry.
For sure.
Giancarlo Stanton, I think I saw a stat where he's only had 4 hits since August 1st or something like that.
Yeah. Like
straight trash, bro. You're like the highest paid guy on the team. Start acting it.
Isn't this Judge contract year too?
Yeah.
He's about to get paid.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, he's about to get paid.
I don't think there's going to be really a team out there that's not going to at least be in on him. I mean, yeah, some teams aren't going to be able to afford him, but they're going to at least give him what they can. They're going to hey.
What'd you think contract-wise? 500? 500?
Oh, man. I mean, maybe. I don't know, though.
Because Soto won at 500, right? But
yeah.
He didn't put the numbers up. I guess he's younger, but...
yeah, he's a lot younger. The problem with Judge, though, is going to be the position he plays. It's not as commanding of a position. Like, if he was a shortstop, 100%. 500 easy. But...
So 400 range.
Yeah, he'll be in the 400.
Because it has to rival
slouch.
Harper and Trout, right? All of them. It has to rival their kind of contract, right?
Yeah.
I have to think that he will probably want more. Even though Harper's been playing well this year, right? But I have to warrant that he wants some more than that, $400 million or something like that. So, yeah, I don't have anything other than that, though. A couple of baseball games I've been watching because I've been betting. What we got, Ryan?
There's nothing really going on in football this week, so.
Oh, okay. That's what we thought. Anyway, so to the... I was playing. Go ahead. Let me say one thing real quick before you go. I'm sorry. Sue Bird, they lost the game. The Storm lost yesterday. So she retired. So shout out to Sue Bird. Thanks for blessing the WNBA with all those years. Top 10 for sure. Definitely top 10 for sure in the WNBA, in my opinion. She's obviously the best point guard of all time in the WNBA. But no, shout out to Sue Bird. Great career.
I'd almost
What,
call
Brian?
it a goat, but that's okay.
Yeah, but now you got Diana
I know.
Taurasi. You want to think about Cynthia Cooper. You're going to think about Candace Parker. Then, like, Breonna
Maya
Stewart when
Moore.
she's done. Maya Moore. Like, so.
I know, but I don't know. I just like her game. Sue
I
Bird's
do.
game was.
I love her game.
It's different,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Hey, all right. So the Cowboys finally signed Jason Peters. They've been flirting with him for a week. So he's gonna come in and play tackle.
But not week 1.
Not week 1.
No.
Did they have a choice, though?
I think they just slow playing him, like they're trying to get him in shape. Probably.
Yeah, he's probably like 400 pounds right now.
No, he's
No.
not that big. Come on,
400. That was
350.
Hey, I love this news. I love this news just because I'm scrolling through. But did you guys know that after 37 years, Todd Bowles went back and got his bachelor's degree after leaving college?
He's that old?
I mean, yeah.
Did he get it back from Temple?
Damn.
No, he went to Mount St. Mary University.
Of course not. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So he's pushing 60?
No, he's
Gotta be.
old,
It says
bro. He's up
37 years after leaving college to pursue a
He's up there,
professional.
bro.
Bro, wow. He
Black
looked good for
black
that.
don't, black don't crack, bro. They do not. That's a true statement, and I can say that.
All right. So I'm gonna go over some injuries that I'm seeing, and then I will say a shameless plug on the Giants news. They have kind of got themselves in a terrible situation contract wise. They had to have convert some of the money for Leonard Williams, which they had to convert some of his money to salary, to base salary, so that they can get under the cap because we were currently over the cap, and then we needed to get under the cap by the deadline. They also forced Darius Slayton to take a pay cut, so he's staying in New York for now, and he's taking a pay cut to do so. So Giants are good to go for the season, but I will not be surprised if we end up like losing Leonard Williams.
So, quick question. Who the hell are you guys paying?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
It's not like it's the most talented team in the league here that we're talking about.
They say Saquon don't got a stupid contract yet. So,
what,
who the hell
what
y'all
you got to
playing?
remember is that we're still paying players like Bradbury. We're still paying Kenny Galladay.
Bust.
Like he's still there. Yeah, well, he's a shell of himself. But
Are
like,
they still paying one night?
I don't think so. We converted his money, and he should be off the books this year.
Oh, okay. For anyone that doesn't
I
know,
mean-
that's Nate Solder. He had testicular cancer, so I call him one nut. So
This will make you feel good, Brian, because I know you're a hater. But the Chargers cornerback J.C. Jackson is not expected to play Week 1 because he's still recovering from his ankle injury. So,
I mean, why does that make me feel anyway? I don't.
because you're just sick like that, man.
No, I'm not.
Because you wish harm on teams that lose when you lose your players.
I'm not the one that got the guy shot. Okay, Mister. I got Antonio Gibson. I just need something to happen to Brian Robinson. I'm good to go.
No. First off, I'm denying any
You can
involvement.
deny it all you want.
But that's good news for Devontae Adams because, I mean, the Raiders are playing the Chargers.
He wasn't going to do nothing to
I
him
mean,
anyway. What did you
wouldn't have
see?
mattered.
Jackson's not doing anything to Adams, bro.
What?
No way.
He was going to still cook.
Maybe Renfro?
Okay, I'll grant you that. Maybe.
I am still going to put that as debatable because Renfro routes is crazy. His routes is crazy. He run like 8 routes in one. Like,
and plus, JC's an outside guy. Like, you need a quicker guy in the slot like that.
All right, well, you guys like shot down the Devontae Adams. I mean, I'm not saying he was gonna do anything to Devontae Adams because he's better than everyone. But anyways, Dawson Knox. I'm not having this argument with you guys.
I'm about to say,
Dawson Knox signed a 4-year extension with the Bills, $53.6 million extension.
robbery.
That's pretty crazy for potential. I mean, he did have 9 touchdowns last year, so he was a big red zone target for them. But naturally, I think Diggs is going to supplement some of that because Diggs was surprisingly down in touchdowns last
Bro,
year.
his numbers are trash. Like, he's athletic, yes. But guess who's another person who's athletic that didn't pan out? What's your boy name from that was in New York that just went to Jacksonville? What's his
Evan
name?
Ingram.
Evan Ingram, right? He had all the potential in the world coming out of Ole Miss. He was a great player. Oh my God, athletic as hell. Nothing. Dawson Knox is the same way, minus the touchdowns. Like, his numbers are not good. Like, they're not.
Well,
Granted, Dawson, you get your money, bro. I ain't hating on you. Get your money. Get what you can get. I'm just saying.
I ain't hating on you yet. I just said
He's not good, right? I'm saying I ain't hating on him as far as getting his money. Like, y'all want him to get his money, but he's not good, right? Like, he's not.
I think he does a lot more for that team
Like what?
that doesn't fill up the stat sheet.
Like what?
Blocking wise.
He's a great blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an above average blocker for a tight end. I mean, whatever. You don't have to believe that, Kenny.
He's not a above average. He's an okay blocker. He's not. Come on, bro.
All right, we'll get him on here.
All right, cool. We'll get him on here so he can explain himself.
All right. Emmanuel Sanders retired from the NFL
Good.
after 12 seasons.
Okay.
That's all
He
they
had
come.
nothing left. No offense.
Joe
It's just
Joe Flacco is officially starting against the Ravens. Shocker alert.
loss.
Yep. Zach Wilson is out until week 4.
Oh, they put him on the pup?
No,
Or-
but they're just saying that's what the report says, that it's looking like he'll probably be out, and the first time he can come back is the Steelers game.
Damn.
That's not good for the Ravens. I mean, it's a revenge game. Must see TV right there. Jets versus Ravens.
Oh, my God.
Hey, speaking of the Ravens,
Just because you
Lamar.
said that, it's going to be a good game. Just because you said that.
I know. That's why I faded that. I'm not messing with the Ravens right now. Anyways, Lamar, his unofficial deadline for contract extension negotiations is Friday. So I would not be surprised if he signs a big deal from now till then. But if not, it looks like he's
better.
playing.
He better,
Hope
bro.
so.
Because I don't understand a guy like that, MVP. He's pretty much the king of the city. Like, he revitalizes the city, and you're not going to give him a check. He makes the team better, and you're not going to give him a check. That's wild to me.
How much do you think he should get?
I think it should be a Patrick Mahomes type of contract, right?
So 40 plus a year.
40 plus a year, but of course they're going to put it big to, signing bonus and, have some clauses towards the end. I think that is realistic.
In terms of annual salary, what number do you think? Do you think you said 40 mil?
I think that 40 mil is good. I know some guys
He
is a
wants
little
more
bit
than
above
that.
He wants 50.
He probably wants close to, like, Rodgers is at 50, Russell's at 49, Kyler's at 46, and that's probably the number he's looking for right there, above Kyler.
Yeah,
Between 46 and 49.
I think that makes sense. Like, Russell and Aaron Rodgers, just chill out. You MVP, don't get me wrong, but they have done it longer. But he definitely better than Kyler. Like, he definitely need more money than Kyler getting. Because guess what? You don't got to tell him to get in the film room. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if Arizona overpaid, right? You're giving a guy that you got to beg to be in the film room compared to some guy that's holding the team up, is putting the team on his back, a captain, a leader, right? Staying out of trouble, right? Like, no, you got to give him his check. I'll be upset if you don't give me more than Kyler. Then that shows me what you think about me, right?
Hey, those Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes deals are looking pretty good right now.
Oh, Kush. Like, Patrick Mahomes probably got kind of cheated. He can't negotiate until like year 6 or 7, right? Something like that.
And he's at 45 mil a year. I mean, that's no slouch money, but like,
I think he's okay.
I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, but
I mean, but he does have to pay the consequence. For example, getting rid of a big top brand receiver like Tyreek Hill, they can't afford to pay these people.
Yeah. And didn't Honey Badger go somewhere? Like he's
Yep,
going.
he's in New Orleans.
He's in New Orleans, yeah.
He went back home. All right, real quick, let's recap. I'm gonna run through the. Well, here, let's do a breakdown of tomorrow's game. How do you think Bills Rams opening the season? How do you think that game goes?
Bills
Super
bust
Bowl
their ass.
champs Rams. The Bills bust them.
I think the Bills bust them, right? And everybody's going to question, oh my God, are the Rams still good? And then the Rams take off for the rest of the season. Like they're going to have a couple hiccups here and there, but
Listen, Tre'Davious White ain't playing. Okay, he's missing the first few weeks. Poyer, I don't think is going to play. Like he's questionable to play.
he's going to
I just don't think they have enough on defense to slow the Rams down enough to. I just don't think they can keep up that way.
So
Jalen Ramsey's going to take care of Diggs. So you better have Dawson Knox's $15 million a year ass out there doing something good, or else
13.
ain't going to be nothing.
But what I'm saying about bust them, I mean, I'm not saying they're going to blow them out. I'm saying they're going to bust them up. Like it's going to be a rough game. They win by a touchdown.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the Bills pull it out as well.
I got the Rams by 10.
Wow. No. I'll take that.
Yeah,
$20.
By
All right.
10?
He gets. I'm giving him. He's giving me 10. He's giving me 10 points.
$20. I don't care. Whatever. You owe me $20 anyways, so
Oh, yeah.
then you don't
Call
have to
it-
pay me.
Call it clean.
I should be charging interest daily.
I give you the interest. What's up, girl? All right. I'll run through the games real quick. Falcons Saints at Atlanta.
Saints.
I like the Falcons for the point spread.
All right. I don't even know what the point spread is now.
Yeah, I'm just going wins losses here.
Okay,
Saints.
my bad. Wins losses. Yeah, then we'll take.
All right. You don't want to give too many of your secrets away, Kenny. That's for the BK Bets
I
segment.
got a lot, bro.
Browns at Panthers. I think.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Baker's got something
Yeah.
to prove.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
a
Browns
Panthers game.
got no quarterback, so
That's
And
a
CMC
Panthers
is gonna.
game.
It's got something to prove too.
Yep. I like that as well. Hey, 49ers at the Bears.
Come on, that's
I
no
think
brainer.
49ers.
No brainer. It's not even.
it's gonna be a close game.
What?
49ers. It's Trey Lance coming out party.
Yeah, I'm not a believer yet, so
A close game?
You will be
Yeah.
by the end of this
Who-
game.
Even if
We'll
that's
see.
the case, who's going to stop the run game?
what?
Who's going to
Who?
stop the run game for
Yeah.
49ers?
Jeff Wilson, 2 touchdowns.
No, you're tripping. Don't even-
Kenny's going to be so mad Jeff Wilson's having 2 touchdowns.
No, he's not.
He'll have 2 touchdowns in this game.
if
Listen.
you said Davis Price, I'd probably believe that, but not.
No,
Bears-
Jeff Wilson will have 2 touchdowns in this game.
Okay.
The Bears still have some pieces, and you said at Bears, playing at Soldier Field, that's a grass field. 49ers aren't used to that, so it's different.
It's grass, man.
It's a
Relax.
different game speed.
It's week 1. You think the Bears are coming out hot? I do think it's going to be a good game. There'll be points scored more than you think that should be scored in this game, but I think Trey Lance takes care of business, and it shows he's the real deal. Steelers at the Bengals. The Bengals are going to
Bengals.
That's no.
Look, it's
That's
yeah,
a
It's
Bengals.
closer than you think.
No.
Steelers have
Well,
a great
it's a division.
defense.
It's a division game. It's a division game. So yeah,
It's
I would
Mitchell
agree.
Trubisky.
I know.
Like,
I know.
he's going to give them 2 touchdowns.
Okay, let's relax. He's not.
Oh,
He's a
this is
game manager type quarterback. Like he's not.
Okay.
He's not a turnover waiting to happen. He's not that bad.
Okay.
you guys want to hear my my game that's going to be closer than everyone's thinking? This is my potential upset special. It's going to be the Eagles at the Lions.
Why does everybody like the Lions in this game? I don't get this.
It's just
Bro,
it's
the
a home
Lions
You're
game.
watching too much Hard Knocks.
That's what it
okay?
is. And everybody
Yeah.
like Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
The Eagles are going to smoke them.
no.
just
no, no, no,
FYI,
no, no.
just remember this. Last year, week 1, do you remember what Jared Goff did on the Lions? He went
crazy.
38 for 57. He threw the ball 57 times, 388 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He had a
went crazy.
monster game. Everyone was all hyped about him.
Everyone's like, what?
I think they-
Where's this at?
I think they come out the same way this game. At a home stadium, after getting all those fans to watch Hard Knocks, they come out lighting it up. And I just think Amon St. Brown, I think
And they struggled last year when they played the Eagles at the Lions. Like, not them struggle.
Eagles
Eagles
struggled, the
struggled.
Eagles-
I'm bad. Eagles struggled when they played the Lions at the Lions last year.
I mean, the Eagles got a lot. Don't get me wrong, their defense is good, so I'll give them that. But their offensive, that chemistry has to work out. Like their receivers, like AJ Brown is. I don't think AJ Brown's going to have a great game. This one.
Why does everybody
Smith-
think? Why does everybody think their defense is good?
Because it is.
Okay, tell me. Elaborate.
Bro, look at that defensive front.
Okay, Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham.
He's old, bro. Like
Josh
everybody keep
Sweat.
making it seem like Brandon Graham is still
He's still got something in the tank, bro.
okay.
He's
Okay.
not done yet.
Okay. All right. He not like that. Just like Darius Slade, not like that.
They got a new safety, Chauncey Gardner, whatever his name is.
You can't remember his name, and he's supposed to be good.
Avonte Maddox in corner. He's a pretty solid corner. I mean,
Like I said, why does everybody think their defense is that good?
Hey, I got the Lions winning, so it is what it is.
who can you name anybody on the Lions besides Aiden Hutchinson? On defense?
I didn't say the defense was good.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Flowers.
I'm just
No,
saying.
he's not there anymore.
I'm
Damn
saying,
it.
why does everybody think that the Eagles' defense is that good? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Here's
They still got Hassan. You forgot that.
the cornerback from Ohio State,
Yeah, there you go, Jeff Okuda.
Okuda. Yeah,
Of course, you'd know that one, but
winning. Hey, anyways, the next game I'm going to go over is the Colts at the Texans.
Colts.
Colts? All right.
Yeah,
I like the
I think
Colts.
it's gonna be a good game, though. I like Davis Mills. I do. I think
I
he's
do
a
too.
solid quarterback. They just don't have enough ponies yet.
All right. This one's going to be a good one because it's a team that swept this other team last year. It's the Patriots at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Patriots coming in. They got swept last year.
Dolphins.
What do they do?
Patriots are gonna win.
Dolphins.
Just because they left early.
No.
They left early to go to.
I just think Bill Belichick's gonna outsmart McDaniel. It's as simple as that. When it comes to in-game adjustments,
I mean, that
that's
would
where
be the
it's gonna
only
come down
loss
to.
that the Dolphins had is losing Flores. Like that could be the
I think
difference.
that's a big deal. Flores is a good
I know, but
coach.
the Patriots to me did not get better this offseason. Period. And
I think they
and
did
you
get
guys
off.
are
I
really
think they got
you guys
better
are,
talent-wise.
who?
You're just. What do you mean?
Who did they pick up?
Yeah, please.
Who did they
elaborate.
get?
They got faster on defense. They brought in Peppers. They're gonna play multiple safeties. As you know, some of them are gonna be playing at
Peppers.
linebacker.
Who did they get?
Jabril Peppers.
Peppers.
He's on their team.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's there.
He's washed up.
No,
Oh my
not
God, he's washed up at 25.
He's
Okay,
not-
Yeah.
he's not
like
washed.
relax, Ryan.
He's older than
Good
25 though. So, but yeah.
26 tops. Kidding, he's not that old.
Nah, bro. He's only a year younger than me. He's 28.
Look
Hey,
at that,
we
Ryan.
get we get okay. God. We already talked about Ravens Jets. We all know that the Ravens are going to lose. Jets are going to win. Go Joe Flacco. No, I'm just kidding. The Ravens are going to win. Jags at the Commanders.
You said what?
What do you guys think about that game? The Jaguars at the Commanders. Washington.
I really like Doug Peterson and the Jags, man. I know that's gonna sound weird, but I like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
My bad.
What you gonna say, Brian?
I tried Trevor Lawrence, and I don't know about the ETN thing yet. I know he's gonna be a good player. I like I like Robinson. I like Christian Kirk. I think they got a solid team. Evan Ingram, I think he plays better down there. No stress. And Commanders, they got to show me. They don't have Chase Young, stuff like that. So
I think it's going to be a good game. I don't know where to go with this game. I would avoid picking it, honestly. Usually with this type of game, I lean home team. It's usually an advantage in the NFL, but I wouldn't be like mesmerized if the Jags won either. So that's kind of where I am. I'm sitting on the fence on that one.
My bad, Brian.
Giants at the Titans.
He's 26.
26.
He's going to be 27 next month. Golly.
That's next month, Kenny.
That's
We're
next
talking
month,
about now.
Kenny. All right.
We're talking about today. Okay? We're talking about September 7th, 2022. Motherfucker is 26.
Okay.
The Giants at the Titans. Yeah, I know. Titans are going to beat us.
Who? Oh, the Giants?
The Giants
I
at
think
the
that's
Titans.
going to be a good game, dude. I don't like the Titans.
You think
this year.
everything's going to be a good
No,
game?
I really do. I think Saquon's going to have a little coming out party.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's going to be Saquon versus Derrick Henry.
it's
right.
going to be a nice little game to watch.
You know,
Might
I
have to
did.
throw it on the TV after.
I
the
don't know
Patriots are
about
blowing
nice
them
game
out.
to watch. I just think it's going
It's
to
a
be a
4
good
o'clock
game.
game.
Oh,
I ain't
nice.
watching
We're going
that.
to watch it.
Yeah. yeah.
We are.
Don't worry. Hey, Kansas City at Arizona.
Ugh,
I like
man,
I like Kansas City.
I got Cardinals.
Yeah, I got Cardinals too.
Only
AC
only
baby.
reason why is because the Kansas City's offense has got a little adjustment period in the beginning, so they're not going to be quite ready yet. Or not ready, but like they're not going to be quite where they will be.
And
later in the
Mr.
season.
Mr. No Film is still going to do Mr. No Film stuff. Like
I know, but
I'm saying that's my Kyler. Like Kyler's still
Yeah.
going to do great stuff.
I know.
So
Vegas Raiders at the Chargers. I think the Chargers take care of
Chargers.
this at home.
no,
Chargers.
I think the Raiders win.
I don't.
The Raiders have a more sound team right now than the Chargers.
No, they don't. Who
It's,
they got
it's
on
week
defense,
one. It's
Kenny?
week one. It's week
gonna
one.
be a shootout.
I'm talking about offensively. If you look at offenses, you're taking the San Diego Chargers offense versus over the Raiders.
Okay, running back, Chargers. Wide receiver, it's about a toss-up if you average it out. I take Adams first, but then I probably take Keenan Allen and Mike Williams before I take Renfro. So, I
You
mean,
tripping? Mike Williams is not better than Renfro. He's not better than Renfro.
he's not a bad option. Throw it up to him.
I didn't say he's not a bad option, but he's not better than Renfro. And the tight end is not even a question.
Okay, tight end, you're right.
You don't like Gerald Everett?
Who?
All right, we'll agree to disagree. We will select Kenny's favorite team, and he will go against it.
No, I'm just saying.
He's doing reverse psychology.
Yeah,
bro.
he's like, if I put it out in the universe.
Yeah, that's true. Reverse psychology.
Hey, Packers Vikings at Vikings.
Vikings. They're gonna come out hot at home.
I like it. Vikings. Hey, Bucks at the Cowboys Monday night or a Sunday night game.
Bucks.
I don't know.
Hope the
The
Bucks
last
win.
time
I
they
hope the-
played, the
Shootout.
Cowboys put up over 500 yards on their ass.
But that was
I'm just
because
saying.
They had a lot more.
Do
They
you-
got the same engine.
Do you think that this like personal stuff going on with Brady affects his play this year?
If
No.
anything, it's gonna make him crazy, dude, and you don't want him crazy because he's already plays with a chip on his shoulder, and you're gonna make him be going through like a divorce possibly. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think he's
Look
going to
out,
do a
NFL.
divorce?
I think Giselle didn't want
that's
him to
what-
play. I
That's
think
not-
just
no, he's not going to
she
do that.
wanted
That's
him
their
to hang
issues
it
right
up.
now.
Yeah.
They're
She
not gonna
said
do
there
that.
was reports saying that she said she was leaving.
Bro.
Apparently,
then-
they've had these spats
Yes.
before in the past, but
Just
And it's
going
always
back to
been
when
over-
he was in New England.
yeah.
She wanted him to retire at like 38. Like,
If they get divorced, he'll play till 60. Like,
yeah, like at that point he's gonna be like, fuck it. Got nobody else to go home to now.
hey, And then the last game is the Broncos are going to slaughter
Oh my God!
Seattle.
How
It
that's
is-
even a primetime game? I mean, like, get out
It's
of here,
at
NFL.
Seattle. Well, because everyone wants to see that. It's at the 12th man. It's like,
It's gonna be all over in the first quarter. Like, oh yeah, everybody wants to see this. That should have been a Thursday night game. Okay,
watch it be a
that's
close
how bad
game.
it is.
I'm picking that game as my survivor, and they're going to lose. And I'm always out week 1. I hate this game. And then I'll be mad because I should have just selected the Ravens like I wanted to.
Yep, it's all right.
Whatever.
I'll get
A
some money for it.
blowout argument. That's wild.
Kenny
Read
just
the
figured all
tabloids,
this
bro.
out.
I don't.
Hey,
I don't feed into that stuff. But it's just like I'm looking at it. I'm like, y'all had a blown out argument. Y'all been together for forever. Like, get over it. Like, you're gonna leave now because he's not. What?
You're talking
else
about
y'all gotta
two
do?
individuals that have always had their way,
Oh man.
and it's finally coming to a head. Like she wants him to retire, and he can't help himself. He's psychotic. He can't help it.
You only got one life. Like, what do you mean? If he can still play, why did he not play? You rather have the man
Because you got that same mentality, Kenny, of like, yeah, I'm not playing until I can't play anymore.
You
Yeah,
right.
but what is his contract for the TV? It's like ridiculous, right? It's like the
Right.
most of anyone,
Who
and he's not
cares
even doing
about
anything
that?
yet. But that's what I'm saying. She sees that as like, dude, you could just make all this money
And be
and
home
not play
during the
football
week.
and be home during the week and like not have to be doing anything ridiculous. And she's just, I'd be mad too.
Then you over there punching yourself like Drew Brees is when he's seen a guy. He's like, you gotta check out. You like that on the sideline because you can't be out there.
But the difference is Breeze was cooked.
Yeah, Brees had no choice, right? And Brady's like, I'm not trying to be like my peers because I still can play. So let me rock out.
And
That's
I also
Kenny,
think
though?
I think he wants to be the oldest player at quarterback ever too. I think he's tied right now with Warren Moon. I think they both
Cliff
hit
is
45.
coming, baby.
Yeah, the cliff was coming about 10 years ago apparently.
All right, come
Good
on.
job, Max Kellerman.
We let this go on too long. Hey,
That's
let's
all right.
let's get our next segment. Hit us, Kenny.
Because you were going slow. You should have went faster if you wanted us to talk faster.
My bad.
Shoot, you know how me and Brian get together and start talking? All right, let's
Now
get
we got
into
an opinion on everything.
everything. Don't even make sense. Still have an opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so for this week, I want to get you guys' opinion on the boldest predictions for NFL. Right, that's going to be our topic for this week, the debate. Just kind of get you guys' opinion. If you guys want me to start it off, I can, but I just want to get your guys' opinion first.
I want one. I just got one.
All right, go ahead.
My bold, well, for right now, until I come up with another one. But bold prediction, MVP this year is going to be Matt Ryan. Last time he had a 1,000-yard rusher, he won the MVP in 2016, took the Falcons to the Super Bowl. He's now got Jonathan Taylor there. He can become a more balanced passer. He doesn't have to be worried about carrying the team. And he's a great facilitator. And he's a very accurate quarterback. Just saying.
Kenny's
Look
face.
out for Matt Ryan to win the MVP. You wanted bold, Kenny, and I came out hot with the bold take. There you go. The man's going to have like 3 interceptions all year, 30 touchdowns. It's going to be enough to win the MVP.
Well, let me build off that real quick. Since Matt Ryan's having an MVP season, Michael Pittman Jr. will be a top 5 receiver in fantasy football this year.
We didn't plan this at all. This is great.
You know what? I will say this. I had top 7 receiver, and Brian inspired me with his Matt Ryan speech to make it top 5. Michael Pittman Jr., top 5 wide receiver in fantasy football this year.
So both of y'all must be drunk, right? So that must be going on. But with that being said, I'm glad that we're talking about the Colts because, we didn't plan this, right? That's what you said. We didn't plan this. So the biggest bust for my pro prediction is going to be Jonathan Taylor, right?
Please define
Jonathan
bust.
Taylor.
Please
Bust,
define.
I'm saying you're going to see a reduction in his performance across the board, at least 30%. At least 30% across the board.
30%. So he's going to have 30% less yards, 30% less touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking now like how he.
What is
people
that?
drafted number one defense.
Someone do the math.
Here,
He
I
had,
got
what,
you right
1,600 yards last year?
here. I thought he had 18.
1,800.
Oh, 1,800. 30% of
18.
1,800? I mean,
Come on,
talking
Bryce.
about, I can't
Beep,
think
beep,
right
boop,
now.
boop, boop,
That puts him
boop.
at 1260.
What?
1260.
Your math is wrong.
No, I'm telling you, 30% of 1,800 is 540. So 540 minus 1,800 is 1260. He had 1,800 and I think 16 yards, something like that.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, that's
So, all right, we'll round it up to 1,300.
All right, say 1,300.
You're saying he'll have less than 1,300 yards.
He'll have
rushing?
1,300 or less. Yeah.
1,300 or less.
Yeah.
1,301, you lose.
How many touchdowns do you have?
Yeah, 18 on the ground.
All right, so we're talking 12 and a half touchdowns. So 13 touchdowns. We'll give you the
That's a
wrap.
lot. That's a lot of touchdowns.
It is.
I could see him getting under that.
So 13 touchdowns, right? And you guys
He'll
said
have
he
5
had
week 1.
40 catches, right? That's what he had last year? 37, something like that?
So like,
37.
That's not. I don't. Yeah.
so like 37. I mean 27.
No.
Yeah, so
he-
20,
I don't-
26. Either way, let me get straight to my point. Why, right? I want to get why because I put some time into this, right? So the first reason why I went back in history, right? Every person that has had over 300 yard, it's only been 2 people actually that's had over 300 yard carries that the following season they didn't have a regression, right? It's been one person, right, that's had over 300 yard carries and had more yards, which was Derrick Henry, right? Zeke had what? What does Zeke had? Zeke had no. Actually, Marshawn Lynch is the other person. Sorry, he had more yards with the carries, right? He had more yards. He had 300 carries the year before, 1257. The following year, he dropped to 280 and had 1306 rushing. Derrick Henry, similar thing. He had 378, right? 378. 2,000 yards. The year before, he had 303, 1,500 yards. So him and Ezekiel Elliott are the only one that had 300 yards still and have more yards the following year, right?
And those teams both had good offensive lines similar to.
Okay, so 2 in the last 20 years. What are we talking about? In the last 20 years, every other running back has had regression. Every other running back. Okay, cool. He said, all right, whatever, Kenny. Well, he can be the outlier. Okay, how many 300-yard carries has he had in his career?
300 carries.
I mean, how many 3 years he had 300
We
yard
got
carries?
it. We don't have to correct him.
All right, cool. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm a little, one, right? The year before, he had 70 something, something like that. Then, right, in college, he didn't play COVID year, right? He had 320, 307, 299, right? He had 299, 1,900 rushing yards. He played 14 games. The next year, he had 307, 2,100, right? And then, guess what? When he went over that 300, he regressed. Not a lot, only 200 yards. He came back.
What was his rookie year?
No, I'm talking about his rookie. I'm talking about college.
What was his freshman year? Or
his freshman year was 299, 1977.
Oh, heaven forbid. He was he was one carry away from debunking what you said. Because he went up the following year, didn't he?
Yeah, he went up, right? But that's a similar to the same Marshawn Lynch, right? Cool. But then he digressed a year. His peak year, he went back, right? Cool. That's what I'm going to say on that. Okay, let's listen to what his coach said. The goal is not to make Taylor the MVP of the league. The goal is to win championships. He knows that. We all know that. That's what it's all about, right? He's like, hey, he said, you don't see teams have this ground and pound game or win championships. You just don't. I'm sure it happened with 1 or 2 teams, but our best formula is to be balanced. I'm not saying he won't lead the league in touches because you never know how things are going to play out, but I almost don't want him to. He said, I want to get Nyheim Hines going. He said, sometimes you get. So he says, this is his words. He says, sometimes you get Nyheim Hines, you're watching the game, and you look at it, he's like, damn, how many carries does Nyheim have? Right? And he's like, all right, we got to get him more touches. Okay, so with that being said, in my mind, I'm like, if he got to get Naeem touches, and you already said I don't want him to lead the league in carries, right? It's like you're gonna see some pullback, but everybody is making it seem like, oh, he's gonna get way more carries than he did last year. They're gonna feed him. They're gonna feed him when we have already seen historically, right? The year before his rookie year, they all Naeem Hines, you gotta get him the ball. We like, why is Frank Reich keep doing that? Why are they not giving Jonathan Taylor the ball, right? That's all I have to say. That's my
Even
only
if he
thing.
regresses down to 280 carries, he averages 5 yards a carry. His rookie year, 5 yards a carry. His last year, 5.5 yards a carry. Even if he goes down to 280 carries, which is under your 300 carry mark, he's still 1,400 yards rushing at 5 yards a clip. And they're going to have more scoring opportunities. So who's to say that that number doesn't stay the same at 18? Like I already went over these stats in like previous episodes where like Jonathan Taylor had the most long runs in the NFL last year, plus 40 yard runs. That's my big thing with him. He doesn't need 20, 30, 40 carries a game. He just needs like 13, 15, 20. You might get games like that where he just breaks an 80-yarder. And
I'm telling you, it's more stats, right? They have stats on most guys that have over 320 carries. They end up the next year having a major injury and not playing half the game. It's a whole bunch of stats over the last 22 years, right? I'm just not going to sit here and keep going down the whole list of everything.
You're just telling you. You're the same guy that argues with us all the time where you're like, you can't use previous years because every year is different. This year's different.
I'm talking about all the running backs. I'm not talking about only Jonathan Taylor. I'm talking about the history of running backs for the last 20 years, right? So that takes everybody. Everybody had the great years. Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, what's his name from the Chiefs? Like everybody, right? And everybody that had all those high carries, they end up getting hurt or not playing as much. That's all I'm saying is going to be regression. That's it, right? You can say whatever you want about last year, but that's all I'm telling you. That the stats for historics for running backs, they're going to tell you that he's going to regress.
Well, the Madden curse also says that players are going to do poorly after they're in Madden.
Who's broken the Madden curse besides Patrick Mahomes?
Brady?
Brady, did he really break the Madden curse?
I mean, he played.
The Madden curse is not you're going to play. The Madden curse is saying that if you are all-star the year or baller the year before, your whole career the next year is just trash. You just fall off.
Oh, is that the year he hit the cliff? I was just wondering. Which year was it, Kenny?
Hey,
which year did he hit the cliff?
I don't know.
We're not doing this. Huh? We can't do this. Hey, look, I had two other bold predictions down that I wanted to highlight real quick. Miami is going to be a top 5 offense in the NFL this year. That's a bold prediction. They have the 12th easiest schedule in the NFL, and they have a high-powered offense, new receivers, and new weapons. And the last one is the Saints are going to win the division because this divorce is really going to take its toll on Brady this year.
I like the Miami pick, but the Saints one, that's not happening. That's it.
All right. Hey, real quick, you guys, did you write down your prediction for MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defense Player, Rookie of the Year, any of that?
No.
I mean, I have it in my head.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't, Ken? I thought that's what we were doing. We coordinated this poorly. I'm a rapid fire. I'm a rapid fire you me real quick because Brian, we already know you're one, and then it'll give you time to think about yours. MVP of the NFL, I have Justin Herbert. He was over 5,000 yards passing last year. I think he's gonna be an MVP this year. Hey, Offensive Player of the Year, Justin Jefferson. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Olave, and Defensive Rookie of the Year is the Lions defensive end Hutchinson. Done.
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't do offensive defensive player of the years, but I got MVP Lamar. I think I'm really high on Lamar this year. I think I've said it in previous episodes, so that's no secret.
Didn't you literally in this segment say Matt Ryan?
Well, yeah. That's my bold. That's a bold take. You see what I'm saying? Like my safe take, safe one.
That's not my real one. That's
Lamar.
just the one I made up.
Right. You see what I'm saying? There's
All
two different predictions. Like it's like you go and put 100 on Lamar, but you put $10 on Matt Ryan, and if you hit, I mean, hey, you make more money.
yeah.
But hey, all right. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I also have Chris Olave. I think he's the best receiver in the class, and he's going to supplement Michael Thomas really well. And I'm a believer in Jameis Winston this year. So, and then Defensive Rookie of the Year, I actually went a little different. I got my boy Kayvon Thibodeau, who I think is going to be the best pass rusher out of the draft class.
Starting off injured, nice.
Doesn't matter.
I say MVP is Russell Wilson. I think
that would be nice. He deserves that.
Yeah, I think that Defensive Player of the Year for the rookies is going to be Sauce Gardner. And then I know I gave him slight, said he's not really good. Whatever. I think he's gonna perform. I like the way his swagger is on the field. And then I think that the Rookie Offensive Player of the Year is actually going to be Sky Moore. I think it's gonna be out of right field, right, not left field, out of right field because people don't expect anything. But I don't believe in Juju. I don't believe in MVS, and somebody else is gonna have to compliment Travis Kelce. So I think he makes it. He has a good opportunity to do that. And then I definitely agree with Ryan on the Player of the Year for offense is going to be Justin Jefferson, and then Defensive Player of the Year. It's a toss-up for me. You can pick whoever. I don't really
Parsons?
have one on that one. Huh?
Parsons?
I don't know if he double backs. I don't know if he double back again. It doesn't. Or actually, no. He didn't.
He was rookie. He was Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, so I'll take that.
TJ
I'll
Watt.
take that. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take him as Defensive Player of the Year. I like that.
Hey, I know we're running pretty close on time, so I'm going to cover Ryan's fantasies real quick.
I'm sorry.
We're good. I had some players that you're not necessarily thinking to start on your team that I just want to highlight. So I already talked about that Raiders game. I think that the Raiders versus the Chargers is going to be a high scoring game. So if you have Derek Carr, or if you took him late and he's your quarterback for the year, I think this is a good game for him to get out there. It's a coming out party for him and Devontae Adams. That being said, Brian even mentioned it earlier how he likes Houston this year. Davis Mills, week 1. I like that. I like that pick. Stream if you're streaming, and my boy Jared Goff. Like week 1, if you're really feeling saucy, But these are also DFS dart throws that you could do that are going to be cheap price guys that you could throw in your quarterback position, and hopefully they're low owned. Like Jared Goff is going to be low owned. You could potentially hit a diamond pick right there. Running back, there are a couple players I like, and I'm going to be honest with you, Brian. You're going to hate me for it, but I got Chase Edmonds as a good running back start for week 1 against the Patriots.
He just had a growing injury, right?
Who?
Chase Edmonds. Yeah.
Get out of here, really?
No, for real.
When?
I just looked at it earlier today. It says
I thought that was George Kittle.
No, they're both.
Well, dang. Whoever their running back is for the Dolphins is gonna.
That's why they said Raheem Mostert boosted up a little bit.
Yeah, so whoever the running back is, well, I only say that because, remember last year, Duke Johnson, that last game of the season, he tore you guys up for 120 yards.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are
Patriots'
trash.
run defense was awful last year.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be the same this year. And then receivers you want to look out for: Amon St. Brown because I like the Lions. Gabe Davis because Diggs is gonna get locked up by Ramsey. Someone's got to be open. And Michael Thomas on his return game. I could see Jameis trying to funnel him the ball to show everyone that Michael Thomas is back. And then my tight end picks, I've got a couple of them that I really, really like. And they're all players that you probably drafted super late and they're not your high end picks. But I like Dawson Knox. Kenny will hate me for it, but I like him on that Thursday night game. Dallas Goedert is an obvious one with the Eagles because they're playing the Lions. But I like Cole Kmet. Fryermuth, Albert O, and Irv Smith. Like any of those tight ends, I think could easily find their way in the end zone. And for tight end play, that's all you're looking for is someone to score a touchdown. Because if you're 1 catch, 3 yards, and a touchdown, you're probably a top 10 tight end that week. That's just how the points go.
Yeah, I think Albert O is definitely locked for that.
That's all I got for fantasy this week.
I like it, man. I like it, man. So we appreciate you, Ryan. You know, I took a lot of your time, so I apologize again. But
Love it.
Guess what I did for everybody to make up for it?
We
hit a ticket this week. We hit a ticket last week. We did. We hit 2. But guess what? You guys ain't on Action Sport. If you ain't follow us on Action Sports, you don't see them picks. But I told you guys last week, hey, we're going to take Thursday, roll into Friday and Saturday. We did the Thursday and Saturday, but Temple fucked up the Friday. All right? So blame them. Don't blame me. So that 4-teamer hit last week. So we're going to take that money and Saturday if your guys on Action Sports and then roll that into what me and Brian got going for you. So this week, I got a 4-teamer coming your way. It's going to be Bama at Texas. It's going to be -20. Arkansas, I want you to push it up to 6.5. And then Tennessee is going to be 6.5 already versus Pitt. And then Oklahoma State, I want you to push it up to 9.5 versus Arizona State. And you guys can put a little. It's 1,217 odds. So do what you feel. If you put 500 on there, you're going to win 608, something like that. If you put 25 on there, it's 300 or something. So that's what I got for you guys. Let's keep it going.
All right. I got a 3-teamer. I got Chicago +7 at home against the 49ers. At the very least, I think they're going to cover. Then I got Carolina -1.5 against the Browns at home. And I got -6.5 Denver at Seattle. I think they're going to crush them. If you don't want to wait through Monday night for the pick, you can replace that last game with Arizona +5.5 or take the over in the game. It's 53.5 right now.
I like that. It's going to be my double up pick. I'm going to take that after we win, double up, and put it on your pick. I might just do a 4-teamer because I like the Arizona pick too. I'm okay with waiting till Monday. All right, so.
No, some people aren't. You know, they want their money. So that's fine.
Don't be too eager because the good picks is the good picks, right? The money going to come. You can save it for next week. Don't be too eager. Then you put a bad team on it, not listening to us. Then you lose. Then you upset. And we told you, just follow the good guys, man. That's it. But yeah, that's all you got for BK Bets?
That's it. I mean,
right.
I'm personally going to go make a bet on the Patriots, but I won't tell the fans to do that because that's just the homer in me.
Yeah.
They're +3.5, so.
Definitely don't do that. Definitely don't take that.
Okay.
But yeah, so if Brian loses anything, it'd probably be that Patriots pick. But anyway, guys, we appreciate everything. Follow us on Action Sports if you're not ready for BK Bets. Ryan Fantasies will plug that in so you guys can catch those picks. Also, follow us on all the social, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll see you guys next week. For your fantasy week, enjoy. Make sure you guys are properly putting the proper people in the slots, and hopefully you guys win. Peace.